Hello everyone. Now we started to show how to use the software. And before you opening the search plan, you must ensure that micro dock already connected on the computer. It is the key to use it. Password is 1 and the username is admin. First, we need to import the images. We select and double click the imaging MRI, and as MRI has a frame, so we select the head 6 frame, then OK. And besides, if you have MRI images, we need to import the MRI images. We can select as one and open. As MRI is no frame, so we choose no frame, then OK. Then import. And here we can input the name or some other information about the patient. And open. Remember, open, not create. And here we need to do the retranslation first. Normally we do the translation by the CT imaging, so we need to double click the CT imaging. And also, besides set CT imaging as a primary study, and we need to move all the green mark point to the middle of the black hole on the images. Sometimes this image is too small, so we can hold our right mouse up and down to zoom in and zoom out. It would help you to have a more clear view. Like this. And this is the general setting, and after they are almost in the articulation, we can do the fine adjustment on the right. We can see here we have the position and the mark point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It against here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the left is this area is to do the adjustment left and right. And this area is to do the adjustment up and down. The principle is make sure that each mark point are in the middle of this black hole. And we can see there we have a status. We can open it. Then there have a notable number. The minimum, the better. Now we already fixed the fine adjustment of 0.1. Now turn to 0.2. You see, during the adjustment, the value on the small window is keeping change. The value for some green or for some yellow, no problem. Just make sure no red. If any value is in red, this transaction would be not able to be approved. Okay, we've finished the fine adjustment. You can see this value very nice. Okay, then we click approve. Now the retranslation already finished. And as right now we have the two images, we need to do the fusion. You can see on the left tools page, they have advanced tools, and click here, fusion. First, we need to double click our CT images, make it in the desk, and then on the right, we click the MRI, select it, and at here, method. both A or B are fine. You can choose whether I like A, so I select, so I choose A. It normally would take a few seconds. Normally, the MRI could provide a better view for our focus areas. So we needed to see more MRI. You can see now the fusion already finished. The both the MRI and the CT they are mixed together. And on the right, you can see here has a display. Here is to we can set we can set a definitive images. On left is more CT and on right is more MRI. Normally we need more MRI, so we can set it like this, general view, to do some help. And after the fusion, then we need to do the ROI. And here we first to building the external of a patient's head. We select this abdomen, yes, not head, but abdomen. It could have more functions. Then we select the action. Then choose this selection. Rectangle selection. And click it. Make this 4-point show out. And make the patient's head in this green square. Just one tips. You cannot make those 6 mark point in this green square. They must be out of this green square. After we finish it, then we click this yellow button and select this external segmentation. You can see now we already have the outline of the patient's head. And here, as they are all white, so we can select build the surface. Then you can see the skin. And here, as there are notable lines, maybe affect your views. So we can choose from here these two. See these mapping options, select integrate. Then we can have a clean view. Now we're back to this index. Our next step is to do the marking out of our focus areas. We need to use these PTV functions. We select PTV and then we need to use those two tools. One is freehand, another one is pointer tool. For example, we select freehand, and as here is too small, I need to make it bigger. Right of your mouse and hold it and move up and down to zoom in or zoom out. Okay, now we select this freehand. We hold your left mouse and can move your mouse to draw it out. Hold, move, mark the focus area out. Hold and move. Sometimes freehand may be difficult to control for very precision marking out. So we can using the point tool. For the point tool, we click, 1 point, click, 1 click, 1 point, 1 click, 1 point, 1 click, 1 point. Now, after it finished, we can click to the right, give a right click, finish the tool. Normally, the point drill is the first choice for you to do the mark, because it is more precision. And sometimes if you do a mistake, we can using the delete on your keyboard to delete it, or we can using this button clean to delete, and you can redo it. Okay, then we would finish the rest layout. Sometimes we not only have one focus area, we have some 2 or 3 or even more. How to do it? We can add TV, PTV1, for example, this one. When you're doing surgery, do not do like me, because I just wanted to save time. So using the free hand and having to clearly mark it out. When you do surgery, you should mark the focused area as much as you can. Left click to set the point, and the right click to finish it. Okay, so now we have 2 focus area, and then after we marking them all out, now we need to move to the planning. Here we can input the name and also something else. Okay, when we do the planning, normally we using this layout. It could help us to have a better view. When we first we need to set our target point. On the right we can see this add the target point, and then you can choose the level you wanted to set it as your target. For example, I choose this, and here, where we press add, when it move became a pencil, then we can click it. This is my target point. Then we can see on the right, this is XYZ value. Normally we can do some change. For example, this is 0.8, we can move it to 0. And this is 0.2, we can also reduce it to 0. And this is 0.4. We can leave it alone. And when we do the setting, we can set the value around 0.5, more or less. And on this, we are do the adjustment on the ring angle. And this is to setting the arc angle. You can set your plan by according to your experience to avoid some K air function areas and shorter. Yeah. For example, now for this focus, we finished our target, and we can moving our mouse wheel up and down to see each level. Is there any important area or something else? If no problem, we can set this value, record it, and to take your surgery. And as we have another focus, so we add. As I wanted to set up my point here. Okay, now we have a new plan. 1, 2. The same, this value is around 6, so we can leave it now 7. Okay, we can 0, 0. Yeah, then set the ring angle and the angle. Okay, the two plan are almost finished, and sometimes if you sort this red area, the red lines is affected to your view. We can also do some setting. For example, for PTV, this is also to setting definitive PTV areas. You can reduce it to 0. You can see on this window, okay, nothing can affect your instrument. Okay, so we have finished our planning. One, then setting this value on your frame. 2, also setting this value on your frame. And if everything finished, we can save it, we can prove it. Then nothing could be changed. You see those values are all locked. You can do nothing to change it. At this step, our surgeries are almost finished. And if you want to export your planning, we can do this export. And you see here have the snapshot window. It means we can do some shoot of our images. For example, we can back to our eye. Yeah, if we like this, we can using to change to this duplicate, and at this other we can click apply, then it can be saved to the images. For our planning, okay, we can also apply. Yeah, then we back to the export. We can select them and print, preview. Okay, you see the front page, the value, and also the image. Okay, that's all for the basic using of the software. Thank you.